Hello, Collective. This message is about the starting line. It's the beginning and the first step in a journey that the person I'm speaking to is about to embark upon. Now, during my meditation, I'm seeing a running track with the lanes and the long oval track, right? And I see you setting up for the run. You are at the starting line, stretching and preparing for this journey. As it's time to get into the stance and begin the race, you stop and you look around. This isn't the right race. This is the wrong day. This is the wrong event. The distance is wrong. The timing is all wrong. Everything inside your being says it's time to go. Any second, the gun will go off and the race will begin. And here you are, you're frozen. And I don't feel fear, but what I do feel is a lack of comfort and chaos and anxiety. I also see you fidgeting at the starting line, unable to focus, unable to get in line with the task of going forward. So I'm talking to someone who is starting out on a new endeavor. And though you have made the initial movements forward and the timeline has been determined and the universe is saying, let's go, that first step is eluding you. So, what's the delay? And when I asked that question, I pulled the two cards of the thread and the tear. And so you are very connected to your soul's journey. You've done the shadow work, you've faced the darkness, and now you find yourself connected to a consciousness that is a higher vibration and aligned with your journey. However, there's always a however, right? You're leaving this new you're leaving this new path, which also requires something has to be left behind. All right. So there's nothing easy about any of this. There's a grieving process. And even though it's time to move on, you're stopped in your tracks. Not out of fear, it's more like reverence for the stage or people or situation that you're moving away from. So this isn't this exit energy. It's not dark. It's more reflective. And the card I pulled for this was Lavender Bliss. Okay. So this card's all about slowing down, connecting with nature, reflecting about the past, and finding tranquility. And so, what this is really saying is to pull in that let's go energy that, oh, okay, I really need to get moving. I know it's time to go. And allow the moments of grieving that your soul is asking for to surface and to release. All right. What this energy that's supporting you is all about embracing change. Okay, so the timing is different for everybody, but you are connected and you know when the time has come for you to move forward. It's soon, it's now, but maybe it's not this very exact second. Okay, you have already embraced the change. So don't push yourself, give yourself time to let some things go and to integrate those that belong with you on the next stage of your journey. Okay. So now if you're feelings of self-doubt and anxious thoughts like what am I doing, then you are definitely stepping out of your comfort zone, all right, and into the bold unknown. And every time you feel this twinge, you need to acknowledge it, all right, because change is so difficult for everyone. And that's just your body kind of acknowledging what you're going through. Okay. So listen to the message. And if that message is coming to you and it's out of fear, you need to let that go. Listen to it and then let it go. If the message has merit, listen with your heart and find a new way to navigate this path forward because there's always going to be something unseen, something that kind of is going to trigger you to go in a different direction. Be patient with that energy. Self love is super important. Self love is a real thing. I've said it before, I'll say it again. All right. What you don't see is that as you trust the process of taking that first step, an alignment will occur. Each time you trust that inner voice that feels right, you take another step forward on this new path, and a beautiful clarity will occur. You may know this and you may not, but you are divinely protected. Your angels, spirit guides, and ancestors are with you. So ask for assistance and never forget to be grateful when blessed. The universe has your back, but I think you already know this. Okay. So now the best course of action was the King of Cups and strength. So you have the ability to be in control of your emotions even when you're grieving. Okay. And you have the strength to overcome the hard times that always come with change. Okay. Transitioning from the energy of letting go to boldly forging into the great unknown requires a lot of endurance and a great deal of self awareness. All right. So when I asked for the outcome, I got the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. So the message here is that when you do take off out of those starting gates and begin your race or journey to this new path, there's work to be done. Okay. There is mastery that is required to produce the results you want from the next step. Okay. So that, I mean, that's kind of the thing about evolving, right? You have to keep working just towards a new goal, one that is hopefully even more aligned, and the energy exerted is from a place of joy and exaltation. So, isn't that the point? Each time we move forward, the journey becomes more enlightened and less from a place of lower vibration like fear or anxiety. This is a great time. The energy of beginning feels uncertain, but also encompasses the great euphoria of expansion and growth. So be patient with the process and remember that you have the healing protection of the universe to guide you down this newfound path. I really wish you well on your journey, and I know that Spirit always has your back. Peace and light.